So we have been here for 6 days, and a lot of that has been for the purpose of acclimatization, which is the ability for us to climb higher without getting altitude sickness. We're preparing for our high altitude hike that starts tomorrow, and we're hoping we've done a good job. We're right now at about 3,400 meters, and the hike is going to take us up to 4,800 meters, up to close to 5,000 meters. So right now our goal is to prepare our bodies. We've done a few small training hikes, and you get tired because your body's not used to being at this altitude, but we feel pretty good. But you just don't know how you're going to do until you get there. We are on the first day of our epic hike, the Tour de Ausangate. And this is our starting point. We're going to have food, and then we start our hike around this mountain. It's a beautiful day. We're so happy to get started. We're on a small rest stop as we walk around this mountain. You see, this is the Ausangate mountain. And the part in the central is a glacier. That glacier has been around for thousands and thousands of years. So we are still on day one, and we've done so much already. Right now we are at about 4,600 meters, and I want to tell you a story. We had a cup of tea before we left, about 2 hours to go to reach this point. And that tea was made with water that was likely 40,000 years old, because most of the water here comes from this glacier. That glacier dates back well over 40 and 50,000 years. And the water, the ice falls into this lake, and then the lake overflows and the water goes down into the valley, and that becomes their water source. So most of the water we were drinking for tea this morning was over 40 or 50,000 years old. so we are on day 2 of our Ausangate hike, and last night we slept really well. We had a small little cabin. It's the only night we have a cabin. Every other night we're staying in a tent, but it was great, and the dinner was wonderful, and we're going to be hiking, I guess, about 6 hours today, 7 hours, and we're going to go close to 5,000 meters. I'm not sure exactly how far, but it's beautiful. We're hoping for good weather, because when it rains here, it gets cold. It gets really cold. So we are at the highest point for today's hike, which is about 4,800 meters. We're still on day 2, and we have some flat terrain, and then we're going to go up again. So we're taking a little break, just 10 minutes. Everybody's kind of running off and doing their own little thing for a few minutes. We're grateful it hasn't rained, but you know, there's all these beautiful hills all around here. And it's nice to take a minute to appreciate it, because when you're hiking, you don't always get a chance to absorb the natural beauty that surrounds you. So that's what we're going to do right now, is I'm going to try to find a rock I can sit on and eat an energy bar. We are now on day 3 of our hike. Last night it was so cold, It hailed, and then that turned to snow, and the snow built up on our tent, and it was really cold last night. But we had hot soup for dinner, so that helped, and we slept relatively well. And we're going to a place called Rainbow Mountain, which is called Rainbow Mountain because the mountain has different strata, which are different colors. So we're not sure if we're going to be able to see much on this hike today, but that's where we're heading. Okay, so we are now at the highest point we're going to hike for today. We're over 5,000 meters, and what you see over here is what's called the Red Valley because of the color of the stone in the mountains. And very close is another mountain that's called Rainbow Mountain that has other colors. That's where we're going to go to now. But we're at the highest point for today. It was very tough getting here, but we all feel good, and we know we're not going any higher, so that's good. We are at the beautiful Rainbow Mountain. We are at over 5,000 meters. It's surrounded by these mountains and this valley, but you really have to see these colors. It's so pretty. This is the Rainbow Mountain because of the strata and the colors in the strata. And then over in the distance is what they call the Red Valley. The colors are beautiful. It's very crowded, as you can see. Lots of tourists. They didn't walk here like the way we walked here. They took a bus. They just had to walk up the hill. But we walked here and spent 3 hours getting here. So we deserve it. I'm tired. I'm feeling the lack of oxygen, and we want to get moving. Hey, we're on the fourth day of our hike, and last night we had so much snow the snow built up around the tent. So it was creating like an igloo effect. It was very cold. But we got through it, and we woke up, and snow was everywhere, and it was beautiful. And today we're going to hit about 5,200 meters. So we want to kind of, it's going to be a tough day. We know that. But I'm looking forward to it. And then I think today's going to be one of our hardest days. Then we're going to, hopefully it'll be getting a little easier on day 5, and day 6 is just a half day. So we're happy. Okay, so we are now at 5,200 meters. And I'll tell you, we all breathe all the time, or we wouldn't be alive. And we take it for granted until you really don't have much oxygen. So we feel really good that we made it to this point. We're at 5,200 meters. A lot of people can't walk and hike this height. It takes a lot out of you. And it's not just the hiking, it's the lack of oxygen, or really accurate, the air pressure. So you feel incredibly fatigued, like every step you feel it. It took a lot of work to get here, but this view is really amazing. All around us, we're kind of at what they call the saddle. And the saddle is usually the point when you can breach the mountains. Because these sharp peaks, you're not going to be able to walk across. So we're at the saddle, but from the saddle of the mountains, you can see all these other peaks, and they're just beautiful. We're so grateful to be here and to be able to appreciate it. We are on day 5 of our Ausangate hike, and it was cold last night, really cold, but it's so pretty. Now you can see this valley. It's just, we're hiking now. We're going to spend our last night in a place where there's a hot tub, so that'll be nice for our body. We're looking forward to it. I am in a horizontal position because I was exhausted. I didn't sleep last night, and it really caught up with me. And there was actually a couple times where I thought I was gonna like fall, just pass out. But I feel really much better now. I've recovered, and the hike was beautiful, and it is beautiful, and it's going to continue to be beautiful. So we're happy. I just needed to have some recovery time.